Hi, welcome to Mountain Jim Card Collectibles. So today I want to talk more about Topps insert sets. I know they're in the process of releasing another big insert set called the Kaiju. And I'm not sure what it is about Topps, but they've been around a long time, but they've never figured out the art of insert sets. And so, of course, they're on X promoting their latest big insert set that they're trying to push onto us. And there it is. Like it says, first look, Jalen Hurts ultra rare Kaiju card in Topps Chrome Football. Yeah, the Topps Chrome Football that only the breakers can get. This came out April 6, 2026. And I'll get into the replies on this, kind of see how people are feeling. But when you look at this card, to me, I'll be honest, the first thing that came to mind when I saw this card was the Panini Rookie Wave insert set. And the reason why is you got the water up here, you have the type of font that they would put on the Panini Rookie Wave insert set. We can look at them. And yeah, they try to change some things, maybe they try to add, some things to, Philadelphia. We have the city, the bird, the sandwich, go birds, But then we have this kind of Japanese writing on the side here, like they call it the ultra rare Kaiju card. But let's face it, when I look at this card, it doesn't really feel anime or Japanese or anything at all, other than they threw some Japanese on it. To me, this card is a train wreck, okay? It really is. As Jalen Hurts, I like Jalen Hurts. He's a great quarterback. He's been in the Super Bowl 2 times. So, I'm an anime artist. I used to spend a lot of time doing anime artwork. Sometimes I think about getting more into it, but just simple basic anime artwork drawings for me would take 2 or 3 days, and that's creating them digitally. All right. It took me quite a while to learn anime, and for most people, that's what they would prefer for an insert set, would be something that is Japanese anime, with everything that's going on with Pokemon, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, all these big kind of anime TCG sets, You'd think that Topps would figure that out, and they have released some Topps anime in the past, but, to me, this Kaiju looks like total garbage, But then we look at these Panini Rookie Wave inserts, all right? And you have to see, right out the gate, the water, you have to see the font for Rookie Wave. Just look at it. Rookie Wave. Looks very familiar, doesn't it? Let's pull up another one. Rondale Moore, we got that wave on the right side. We saw that, in the Kaiju. We got that font. Does Topps think that we just can't connect the dots here? And I believe they do. I think Topps and Michael Rubin believes that we're all stupid, If I pulled this, I'd burn it. Yeah, But is Hurts even elite enough for a Kaiju card, though? I don't... I almost feel like throwing a guy in that Kaiju card's like a curse. Elite? You just cursed him. He's cursed for 1,000 years at least now. Downtowns look better in my opinion. WTF is this? Yeah, I can pretty much look at almost any Panini insert and go, it just looks better than this. Why can't Topps wake up, with a bunch of, artistic ability, Tell me which breaker's getting the most one of one so I know where to buy it. I decide to use what under Fanatics collect. Hey, if you want to buy this, I'm not going to stop you. This is a free market for the most part. At least we like to pretend is, for licensed product, it's not a free market at all. You don't have any freedom of choice. Cool, except for the tacky Go Birds. I get to play off the love sculpture, but it just doesn't fit with anything here. Yeah, I mean, it really just, it's like they took Rookie Wave. They kind of took maybe a little bit of Downtown or something similar. They slapped on the Kaiju, I don't know even what to say. You guys are really copying Panini. Y'all had a decade to come up with original shit. That's just it. They're just a bunch of copycats, man. I don't get it. And that's where, if you're not an artist, if you haven't gone through the boot camp of, kind of going through different artist courses, besides teaching yourself and reading a ton about artwork, you're going to struggle. Team U, Panini Design. Case hits can't be this hard, guys. They look like bootleg phone cases you can buy at a gas station or flea market, but fail at being funny. Yeah, and that's just it. I don't know what they're going at here. Are they trying to make him look like a big titan like Godzilla? They don't do a good job of it at all. It just looks bad. Why are all the animals holding food? Would look better without that. Yeah, I mean, there's just things about that I don't know what they're going at. If they're trying to be funny, if they're just trying to look like Rookie Wave with more additional kind of weird stuff on it. That design is wild. Feels like they're really pushing into a different lane with some of these inserts. Yeah. Shite art. Downtowns, greater than Kaiju. Yes, I would have to agree. Downtown, uptown ripoffs with Japanese writing on them. WTF, does Japan have to do with the NFL? These are awful. I mean, they really are bad. Come up with some original ideas. These are just Temu Downtowns. I'm surprised nobody else, on this thread has, caught the fact that they look a lot like, the Panini Rookie Wave insert sets. Topps is getting some heat for what looks like AI-generated graphics on cards. And maybe that's where this issue came up with. They just went to, an AI engine. I mean, I'm not saying that they did this, but it'd be really easy for me to come up with something similar on an AI generator. I think that was the point of AI, so they wouldn't have to, pay artists any money, where they can just go, hey, we did our artwork, we did our part, we have the license, we're a monopoly. It really does feel like AI kind of when you look at it. So, yeah, most people are not impressed. Numerous people think that this is AI-generated slop, which, honestly, I've used these AI generators enough, too, that, if you took enough images, it might be able to come up with something like this, Anyway, how do you feel about this? Leave some comments. I'd like to thank my subscribers. You're the reason I keep doing this. I'd like to thank my viewers as well. I hope you have a great day, and if you could hit the thumbs up, that would be awesome. So anyway, I'm out of here. Bye.